Family una do, una kushabo, how all they do. Now thank you for joining me back today. My name na Aliu.
And me na Justin.
Remember, this na your program.
We are.
Plenty things don't happen no inside this short term number where we go after we do the last program. But good things them again don't they happen. Some bad things they don't they happen. And something that they when a lie or two are not able for nobody, it will left to you for decide. Don't they happen? But wait before we go to all what we want to, you know say Chief Minister talk something. Chief Minister say let people then do work. And if they use the 99%, then take the 1% and put another in pocket, not a bad thing.
So for say we get people there now when they encourage people out for thief now we are.
Not for thief is here. It's say when they give you money for do work. If you use the 99% for do work, then the 1% you put on your pocket, not a bad thing. If it's on the line, let me listen and quick when they come back just now.
This is a new direction, new generation, new government. Maada Bio, they talk about delivery. So we got to make sure we start with this road here for 2 and 4. But we go for work with people that wouldn't get interest for transform Lago. For the first time when we do road, please make sure if they give 100 million euros, if it's possible, use 99% of that for the road. Many people then see say you don't do the road. That 1% that you put on a pocket, not a bad thing.
Hey, me brother. Wonders shall never end.
Body short term again. Let me hear it.
You know say we caretaker when our president Julius Maada Bio,
yes, so
he just not revealed to we say if he gets an office where he employ more than 1,000 people them. But he not tap there, una still wait, una not go no side because he gets other thing them where plenty when they inside that discussion day.
Una we been say we caretaker not be ever work. Una we been say we caretaker no but wait
now waiting.
You talk about work? You talk about employ 1,000 people?
Now so caretaker say.
Anyway, una not go no side. When they come back just now. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. It don't done. It no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. For make we go able for go fast and pass this number, all wetin you can do for help, come up outside this 3 dots there, you press there, then the first one you see na share, you press am. Then you go get option for share am na WhatsApp, Facebook, na your messenger or any other social media platform where you dey. So people them go come and join me na with channel. So more people go get to understand wetin dey happen inside salon and the kind work we dey do. Thank you for what you don help me for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
Welcome back. We don't come. But this is a very interesting thing. Where you say I grab na me sit and tin up so. Aliu, to start with, caretaker and chief minister. Who's one you take?
Caretaker.
Well, I don't it today. Now I take chief minister.
What happen?
Wait make account of this. Today, me and you get a competition. Me, as I dey represent chief minister, I dey bogey pass you. For can show you say as I be dance pass you. Until you see our chief minister, he and the caretaker be the dance for sure salon people they say them pocket off full up.
Okay, let we go. Let disgrace you.
Well, I pick. Let fair music for
Me
you.
are there for caretaker.
Why they can't beat you with?
Caretaker.
Kiss, 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 kiss tonight. Baby girl, you sabi why. Kiss, 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 kiss tonight. No stretch, you need to find mine. Baby, if you want me, never kiss me. Honey, if you love me, never kiss me. Baby, if you want me, never kiss me. Never kiss, 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 kiss me. Baby, if you love me, never kiss me.
chief minister dey go down. E be dey go down. Say na chief minister, e dey go down. You go no sabi dance. Hey, caretaker.
No.
Caretaker, no beat you.
No, wait. Yeah, wait.
I see the next time that you wey be dey na military wey you wan born.
No, not a bad thing.
That's not for that.
We not caretaker.
Remember,
we get for take time for that.
Remember your front end.
No. Caretaker.
I see the mix one.
No, but wait. Okay, this na fake caretaker. This na fake chief minister. Una watch back how the real one then dance. Caretaker, let's see if I know the defeat this one.
Yeah, but defeat.
Wait. Okay, wait. Play the music.
Go.
If you want me, I'ma kiss me. Honey, if you love me, I'ma kiss me. Baby, if you want me, I'ma kiss me. I'ma kiss me.
Well, I don't need to work.
I'ma kiss me. Honey, if you love me, I'ma kiss me. Baby, if you want me, I'ma kiss me. I'ma kiss me.
Caretaker, who's that be there? Who's that be there? You be go club with small.
No, but wait. I see una dey make all kind noise about this dancer. So, wetin bad about this dance?
No, but wait. You be go club with small. Because me the dance what I see. It just sound like we be engaging for them for going out front. They make so no more. They make so no more. I don't understand.
You see, una heart for satisfied. Caretaker come, he make him face so. Una the vex. Caretaker come, he dance now. Una say we don't get dancing caretaker. Eh, but una come up behind caretaker.
It look like say the mommy need for the take you in a club. Like where they take you behind the back. It's like where they take you behind the back.
For late socialize.
On top bike.
For late socialize.
For late socialize.
No, but
they even call you passenger out.
No matter. But wait. Me or Justin or Uda beating company by dance. Me as Abibo
Chief minister.
As Abibo na support me.
But me na so me say as
Abibo caretaker we sabi. Caretaker able caretaker we sabi as well sabi.
Anyway, them people are really show we say the pockets don't full up. But all the people that they cry corona, people that they cry for let them pay their salary. Then they lock themselves inside house, they dance, they show some people and say.
Okay, wait. Not to caretaker no more, not to caretaker. You know say the mommy say been doing dancing.
But not your side caretaker, and the mommy, the side mommy and the caretaker.
But not to the same side, not to the same side they talk, different one. Lower and quick back, the camera gist now.
Baby, if you want me, I'ma kiss me. Honey, if you love me, I'ma kiss me. Baby, if you want me, I'ma kiss me. I'ma kiss me. Baby, if you love me, I'ma kiss me. Honey, if you love me, I'ma kiss me. Baby, if you want me, I'ma kiss me. I'ma kiss me.
Yeah. Everybody they show you say they don't be love. Because then dance not to adopt man dance so. Now that pocket is smile when I get them dance by this time now we had.
Anyway, this not the battle for program. Oh. We just dey try no more. At least they will all smile. For sure, say team don't find now we yard. All man now they smile. Things don't good. The pockets they don't full up. We all they make chilling now. But wait to Corona no dey.
They say Corona dey.
Because I see all man just dey.
They say Corona dey, but Nigeria take our chief minister and other people that will see so tight.
No.
Play music they
no,
dance.
this na all video them. Na all video them. I no agree.
For say I know they see something.
What you see?
For say I know they see something.
No, na all video them. All video them. Anyway, this na just pass. They let we go inside the issue them. We dey start now with what we don't give una something we go make we laugh. We waiting them. Not to that no more. Something they were really they go on now we are sorry for painful. Few days ago, I see one video na WhatsApp where one lady get big belly. I begin hearing different things they go on say this is the witch. This somebody pull audio say it take a auntie in belly go witch. Where can I know before return the belly again? You know, then the disgrace and the alaparam. Say some young guy that they go steam out before and say, let's close, simbele. You remember that video?
Oh yeah.
You know, at that point in time, when I first see that they that they at bam, I delete an instant. But later, I can't notice say, not to even the witch way that they talk about, not to even in Antimbele, rather na sick this lady sick. They don't see this lady, but before they see this lady, one man will say he's still in a salon, he been there America, he decide for left video instantly for ask for this lady for let he go see wetin dem go do for help this lady, because even for let the lady work herself na the problem. Let we listen the call wey this man been call on Salon people if dem been see. We come back gist now.
Me family, good news and another bad news anyway. We sister what they call Ajabari, where some people they share in video yesterday saying a witch. You know, Sierra Leoneans we get one big problem too. We don't get any clue about. They like for talk and give fake news and bully people the way they need help in the community. This sister they suffer with heart and liver problem. And that liver problem right now, then make the picking better as well because in my money will afford the medical fee, medical for more than 30 picking. So what he do? He give the picking country medicine. I talked to him mama today. I talked to him mama and sister when Aja Barry. I talked to him Papa Barry. I talked to him cousin then. You understand? I talked to him brothers and right now the picking they on the run. Yesterday then Sierra and a Wellington area. I said and a 55 area when I Waterloo. This morning, I talked to the LUC na Waterloo. It's pull about 5 police around that 55 area for make them go look for this lady here. So right now, then they look for this lady. The lady, they don't send me Papa, they send me all in medical report and medical till and do the video, the scan everything. You know, I put them out on social media. So right now, we pray to God so we look for the picture. I don't put my number across. My Sierra Leone number they're on WhatsApp, they're on Facebook, American number, you know. Anybody will see the pic and that lady there, you get 500,000 because me personally, I want to take the number 1 step for getting good medical by God in power, put her in an hospital, begin treat them until we get a solution out and we fly out of Sierra Leone for a liver transplant. I tell you all thank you this now Usman Dabo, una stop social media bully, stop this community bully, stop this bad cancer bully because this bully in Sierra Leone don't turn cancer. If you see a poor person, he is suffer, is sick, he say now which now stop this. This thing not happen 2 times. Now last year it happened the same time June to then July to August. The same thing that one mommy where we come from Waterloo, na this Bombay Street Market go na that Dovecourt area. Then go say that woman then a wish because the water don't and the woman the mommy and the mention mommy is soak. You go on one corner for drying self, pulling clothes. As you pulling clothes to the drying clothes, then say that witch then begin beat the mommy almost want kill the mommy in that area there. This mentality on a low left. Government, government, you go for take a strict action. This social media bully, this bully way people and the bully and vulnerable people, it's so disgusting in Sierra Leone. I'm sick and tired. This 1 year why they can't in Sierra Leone, they can't nasty things out in this country. Let God sorry for people in this country, you know. I tell you on this, I talk about 95% of the Sierra Leone when they live in Sierra Leone, they need mental and they need mental, I call them physical and physical doctor, or they are all mentally healed. Non sabi not so features business. Somebody sick and a witch this. Are you a doctor? In a witch you know you company which I don't blame them. Which man I'm gonna in company which man. So this time message this. Please now look for sister. Now contact me. Me now Usman Dawa. God bless you all.
Well, normally me people as una all don't see. Una don't hear this young man. To start with, we tell this young man plenty thank you.
Yeah.
Because we always they sit in front of this camera, they shout and call on people that like this. Not to for come, you can't take and go like politicians them. Not to for come, you can't do bad things like the power pack, things the way they go on at the country right now. This man, now a patriot, and you don't display him. But the concern where I get towards this video, Aliu, you know, this they go to we young brothers them. Now we yard, we the young men them. You know, me people them now not they doubt sometimes so they see young boy in the streets, then they run mad. Sometimes they you they say na family do or na other thing, but sometimes when it happen, but that person they so they say we don't do something where it's not okay for the other person. When to make account with this, Aliu, when I watch this video, what I nearly run me eye. We get sisters them, we get mama them, na mama them born we. Any boy pikin we not respect woman, you ending. Na so no more in the day. Down there they tell you for free. For make una, when I come to young man, the whole area una voice them. Other one come and left audio. This na woman look in belle. If you not able help am, left am. If na which left am here God. But for make una drag that woman there. Other one and they say, AC close. You go gladdy for make you sister. This other person they go do and so no. We salon brothers them. Una more left. And if you not take 10, I got that no more. One incident we don't happen back one video a long time ago. Now so them beat one mommy, the mommy. I think rain be don't soak am. He go na one and I don't court market yonder. He pull in close them. He they dry the close them. My brother, we see young man them boss pan and say na witch. So we tell Allah thank you where this woman not fall in that category the way they not beat am. But the carry on a disgrace this woman. Not also for disgrace woman. My brother them una allow respect woman and woman they born with, please.
And the good thing will don't happen now from this guy, you know, this woman here, they now in the hospital, they don't test them and they find out say na liver problem he gets. Inside we yard right now, liver problem na thing we plenty. It can be you tomorrow because we don't know so we go get them. It can happen like then get one secret son that we have. Where you can give be say you yourself where you go back na them barber shop there you can get them through that day. You where they go make you ear you can get them through that day. You dey get them through plenty things them. You dey do my man that the business you dey get them. You kiss somebody self you dey get them because sometimes they can and say why I want do my man that the business I dey use condom. But even the kiss self you can get them through that day.
Yeah.
So let we be careful. That secret plenty right now that we had. Now this lady they now in a hospital, they take treatment. We they ask God, let God help him. Let he able for well and come back. Do ya una let we left for the run into judgments as fast as una able for do. At times they find una they sit down back and think of waiting they happen. So one more time I want for join Justin we had for let me say thank you to all the one them where they help people them for make them go able for get the health back. And so back while they did in Ghana when himself sick, you know, but people them don't begin come and help. But that himself you don't begin get political tone. All man they can now politics inside there. Anyway, low left that one day. When they continue, NPSE, National Primary School Examination don't come and don't done. Plenty picking them, don't sit. You were born in a village, when you go school in a village, you get this kind of experience. Don't watch this video, they come back just now.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody where they listen. Are there with some students where I just come across, where if you see some batch just can, that they cover nearly 18 to 20 miles for go sit NPSE. Now they really make the door stop here, so they now they be the worker for go sit NPSE. This time, Madam Juma, this now they sent now the chief headquarters town this. This school here, now government don't put it up. This school need to be a center. Where for make pikin enough for strain for go 50 miles for go sit NPSE. But now look then, they strain. I want to talk to one of the teachers where come out any of the schools and way that either Malema but Kwelugia that just talk to her briefly.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what's your name? What's your name, sir?
Samba Kekura.
Samba Kekura, which school you come out?
Methodist Primary School, Malema.
Okay, so who say you want to go with them? This small pikin there.
Bonumbu.
For go eat. Party?
For go sit NPSE.
Okay, so who's sorry come out to Malema?
Malema.
You get any batch come out Kwelugia?
Yes, but they will.
How many miles beyond Kwelugia, sir?
Beyond Kwelugia.
So this is not today begin?
Not just today, from the beginning.
Tell what you do as school
Yes.
The time itself where they are as school picking, myself point to me. The time itself say as student, what be in Malema Primary School they attend. We be the common Malema we go 15 miles for go sit NPSE. This same system don't there for so many years. Other children they don't change that pattern. The children they get headquarters now they get centers. So why Yahweh not forget center? And picking they come out this kind of distance for go. Then they work under rain. If I just put up the under rain, I mean I want to see how they work. Now show me how they work. Now show me. Now go on the streets. Now the streets. Now go on the streets. Now go how they work. Now the streets. Now go.
Then they deal now. Then they send out to government.
Just imagine this batch. We are talking about quality education, and that cannot be achieved in this children. Inside our way, we not go achieve them. Inside our way, we not go achieve them. If them small people they want now future leaders tomorrow, then they suffer for go sit NPSE. Then they go 20 miles to and 20 miles back. This is terrible. This is dangerous for their health, dangerous for their living. Imagine they cover 15, 20 miles for go sit. By the time when they reach, most energy they will get for sit, and they get for come back. And the road is so terrible. This road, now the road where they connect Kenema, Kailang, Kono, what we call the 3 Ks, where they connect master they left. But today, this road here, all governments from independent time, they know about this road here. And so they pick it and what's called the Kanaya. You go say why the teachers not arrange for Motka for them. Any Motka will arrange for Kanaya, they need to come. Imagine this road just for run. They need to come. All right? So when I go back, imagine they go for cover this distance. From them, when I remember Yahweh, when I make sure say Minister of Education, do you make Yahweh get a center? Make Yahweh get a center for NPSE. I want to talk to one of the people there. Would I go show me a name? Any student? Yes, what's your name? Adam Kamara. Who say you come out? Who say you go? Malema. You go say? For go to NPSE. Yes. Now what can you go?
Yeah, no.
You do waka?
Yeah.
So if you say go regional, sit NPSE come tomorrow, you got energy for sit tomorrow. No. You go down weekend? Yes. Yes, so from when we're sorry for Yahweh. When I make your guest center about this is the primary school is a very powerful primary school. Imagine very powerful primary school. Now the government don't be there. But this primary school has been abandoned. The school they not to center. And they see function, they get up to class 6, but in your guest center and picking the cover this distance for going other children. All other side, they don't get centers. All children get centers. But many of them get centers. Some get, some not get. But Yahweh, the distance picking the cover is too much and it's unbearable for them picking there. They suffer for go sit NPSE. So how will we able to get quality education if they will pick their own future leaders? Then they suffer so. Right now they're under rain. And they take this thing under rain. And imagine they go under rain throughout today, reach tomorrow, and today they reach today, late in the evening, they go sit NPSE. How they go perform? How they go perform? This and the school at the table, so where it fits for me a center. Look at this. Look at this school. This is a Methodist primary school, Bandajuma. Am I right, sir? Yes. You know, teacher. Yes, sir. So this school, why would the government make it a center? Well, you don't know.
No, really no.
So you feel safe for being a center? Yes. Can you show me the schools then? Look at. These are the schools this will get. Quality school. Look at the structures. Right down there, at the school down there. Yes. Up to this other building, the school is. This school for be a center where we will host up to 200 children. So I want to tell now, from where the America, where the other side, where they come out, where they now Freetown, and the Minister of Education for me to pay attention to this children, Yahweh children. The road network is bad. The teacher they be trying for Montclair also, yes. But they say they can also, yes. Because the road bad. So they say they can Montclair the point. Maybe I can't for distributors where they send from US or brother they send for people in Yahweh for this COVID year. But the bike are used for camp because the road is terrible. Montclair they can hire. So I want to tell you, thank you. They will pay attention to this children and make this place get a center. I want to tell you.
We they suffer.
We really they suffer.
We really they suffer now we had. So, NPS it don't come, it don't go, but it's still not tap there. Let we watch one incident where happen inside one classroom when they come back.
We're presently here at the United Muslim Association Secondary School, as people normally call this school UMass, just by the new road that leads to the Berry Street as well as the Dwazak Junction. This is UMass here. As you can see, they exactly started here 8:30 because that's the stipulated time for the exams to start. And as you see, there is a notice board here that is saying that NPS in progress, please move away 100 meters from the examination arena. And this is exactly or mainly for parents, guardians that are here to ensure that their pupils, their children are in good hands. As you know, it has been a routine in Sierra Leone when national primary school examination commences. You see parents all over the schools ensuring that they watch over. And you can see the cameras turning there. You can see parents as well are here to ensure that they watch after their children, even though they might be in the safe hands of the invigilators, the school authorities here. But the parents are still here, even though government, from the list that was out, was warning parents not to be within the precincts of the schools. But we've seen parents here, and also we've seen people selling different types of things. And that was also prohibited. But we'll have to go into the school proper because, as I said earlier on, if we had started earlier, we find out there was one casualty, a particular boy. I don't know if it's the fright or it's the first time of examinations, public examinations of this nature. They called the school authorities that he has had serious issues inside the hall. They had to move him out of the hall to take care of him, but that's the only casualty. But we'll have to talk to the authorities here so they can take us through, and we'll also have to go and watch one or two of these centers to see how the process is really going. But as you can see, the hand washing station that was asked to be installed in these schools is here already. So all the pupils that are here to sit this exam had all gone through this process by washing their hands. We'll have to talk to one of the authorities, or well, he'll have to introduce himself, but this is UMass here, and the NPSE exams is going on. Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right, can you just introduce yourself?
Mr. Musa Edwin Karimu, Principal, United Muslim Secondary School.
All right, okay. So how were you able to cope with the situation of putting the school in order to ensure you have a proper planning of and sitting accommodation for these exam pupils here this morning?
Well, one of the most important things that I'm happy about, I have a very good team, within my staff. They are very hardworking. So prior to the examination, I had a meeting with them. I admonished them to actually man the examination very well. So if you are seeing children in class now, I think I will give kudos to my teachers.
So what are you having any challenges so far with the process? Because I learned UMass has been one of the schools that every year they ensure that they send pupils from different schools to sit the NPSE exams here.
Yeah, one of the topical challenges is that of accommodation. As you can see, we are bent on actually observing the social distance. But because of the colossal number that was sent to us, we couldn't. You see, initially we had wanted to the children to occupy, let's say, the seat 3. 3 people to occupy the seat. But because of the colossal number, we were unable to do that one. So as you can see, some classes we have 4 children on the decks. Of course, other classes you have 2. That kind of thing. You see?
So, can you just take us through some of these classes so we can see and Sierra Leoneans can have first-hand view of what is really happening here in UMass? Okay. All right, okay. Well, this is one of the classes.
This is one of the classes. As you can see, we initially planned to have 3 classes. So now we have 4. Because of the large number that was sent to us.
Yes, but I find out that most of the pupils here are not putting on their face masks properly.
Well, actually, they are coming from other schools. We did tell them. Of course, some time ago, the ministry sent us our own fixed mask for our children. From 3, SS3 and that kind of thing. You see? But that's why I even asked one of the teachers why. Maybe they are giving, but some of them left their fixed masks at home.
So what's the cooperation between the school here and the ministry? Are there representatives here to oversee the...
There are 5 representatives. Yes, one is Madam Mirina too. They are around, they are cooperating. We are working hand in hand.
So have you got any casualty? Because exams, you must have fright and things like that.
No, nothing like that has happened. I'm sure it will not happen.
Okay. All right, okay. Well, let's go to the other classes to see how the processes and how have they been, although not fully abiding with the social distancing aspects.
Well, just as I told you, originally, it was a plan to have 3 people per seat. But because of the colossal number that was sent to us, in fact, it was 940 people. And we only have 16 classrooms. You understand? But I intervened. So the gentleman in charge of NPSE said, okay, Mr. Karimu, what will we do? 2 schools will be sent to Abad Academy to at least reduce the number. But if you are that one, we have 792 candidates. It was not easy.
So how many schools are here now?
We have about 20 schools.
Different schools.
Different schools, there are 20. Initially, it was 22, but because when I intervened, the boss at YX said, okay, we'll send 2 schools at Abba Academy. E.B. Williams and Fatarama, to be precise.
You will say I not see any incidents, then just talk to the people them. AYV try for come up with things them where we want for see. We give them all the morale. But I think say in the next term, for next term, whenever somebody did an examination all they take exam, please AYV, not carry go camera and mic before them. Some especially down in the Napikin, then they on exam they try for think. Yeah, then you go with camera before them. Most of them they lost focus, and they will pay attention by camera. Not even that, for let them come back to outside them in day, it will take them some time, and all of them things, and then now it's time then they take the exam then they. Yeah, so do your AYV. We not say anything, no. We just the advice for next time. Any side we picking and they take exam, una not care camera day. Some picking they like camera, some picking they afraid camera. Some want for pay attention to what una they talk. Some they afraid they go off totally. So I beg for next time, I beg do ya, una not take camera, go na classroom, outside picking and they take exam again. Do ya, una find way how una go able for do am. Because una been take some few seconds inside them classrooms and they for talk and eating. Yeah. Although some picking they not been get the mask, some they get the mask and put on, we can understand they're not used to them. Yeah. But it's not done day. One other video be happen, one other thing happen, now one village again, outside picking and the total things they forgo na the examination place where you get this focus, somebody film them. Look watch it timber for the camera just now.
Yeah, you see, and I village picking and I make them they do well. See they on 2 line and they struggle a lot. And besides, look now NPSE and they go for so under rain. See now I make all way they upline, all the school they do well. But the exams them now I make some of we now they turn to president them. See where they go? They work under rain and they go mileage for go sit NPSE. They God bless you me picking. Then they touch wood, touch everything for go cook. You see? Very nice. So adorable.
Maada Bio say everybody for educate. So let me cannot sit down and say, let me say go prove myself. So now the only thing I they ask God from direction, let Holy Spirit they can succeed.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 62 now.
Alright, congratulations. Which school were you put for?
Same orphanage, because now they accept me. Wellington Junior Secondary School, now they are the camp.
So which school you go on for go now where you don't come on orphanage?
Nah, junior, the same school.
Okay, you get secondary school.
Yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Go and prove it.
We all not see. Now the video these two don't play. But before we go inside the discussion proper one, let me listen to the Minister of Education as he be the talk of the challenge where they're facing on this particular examination.
To all the parents then we support they turn out for the school reopening. In many places they over 90%, and for some schools and even from day one all man don't show up. So I want to tell thank you to the Fambulian. We believe in government and allow for sending picking them even with the fairs. I want to tell thank you to the teacher then and the head teacher then and everybody will show up again with the uncertainty and the risk. And I want to tell thank you to WAEC because then show say then an institution where they on a transformational path and with the conduct of the exam. And my team where they all side then go all side across this country and they get updates in real time. We get about 144,000 people and we show up. And maybe I want to talk about the challenges and what's in the lead up to the challenges there and how we resolve them. Firstly, we get close to 1,000 people and we show up for take exam with the name not being at the register. And we not turn anybody back. If your name not in the register, we take details of that there. And there are many valid reasons we make the name not in the register. Sometimes because now electronic registration what they do, the head teacher will be there, they not register properly, the picking up in there, many reasons. But we take them all, we accommodate. I think we accommodate anybody we can. So you get cases where people then they say, my name not the day, and little hala. There are reasons why I make their name not the day, but they're all accommodated. We find out, say, so I go now, for example, Waterloo, one of the largest centers, been over 1,000 candidates. One school been there, and school, maybe less than 20, about 20 pupils from that school. Then Scannables, the one with the name, then the PAM, now go there, go to other center. But the DD will be there on site and allow, say, the beginning for take exam and then take record of that. So, and depending on the site, some school and they will get will not meet the social distancing rules, but then they not plenty. Then they actually not plenty. And the conversation with the principal then that the exam this year better pass always in beyond the sea because in the way we force them to do social distancing, and that gave a lot more space for the beginning for focus. And I think it being also customized. So in my visit, I see two beginning we sick, and not so corona people in the afraid and they begin to rub and they get fever. In the past. And people then go holla upon them. Boy, you accident and you're not afraid, you're afraid. But this time, all my actually supportive and empathetic because we've been down say if Pekin sick, would they put extra room for her? And someday when they able to take the exam for multiple other reasons. And then the main other challenge now that in rural areas, and I see people book video then they show we Pekin then they walk out on the rain. Now we get close to 4,000 schools we register, but we only get about slightly over 300 centers there, including Nagini, because Salon people in Nagini will provide this NPSE for. The reason for that, now if you didn't chiefdom or village where that 10 picking and they take exam, why you cannot go give exam center there? In the ideal world, outside security day, safety day, power day, logistics day, all man they take exam outside there. But not to that world day we did in that salon. And we don't add more exam centers over the last year for accommodate down there. So the reason we get limited exam center, now for allow for logistics, so why I go coordinate properly, for provide security, so that the examination could go under credible scenario and situation. And so you get picking them with the worker long distances. And this is one of the challenges about rural education. This is one of the challenges that we try to solve. But you get different ways for interact with them there. We see some DD there. We use government bus, school bus for transport, speaking them back and forth. So inside the Motkana, the road now, the bus not go able to go there. And me on frustration, actually, now that you get people then you walk now for good show. You see that these, they walk, people then they walk out. And in one panel video, then the motorbike tinapo, the person with the video, you see motorbike with the picking, and now say, then pick here, then they walk out and pick it, and make her take the motorbike, or make people then go put fuel inside. All the communities then get motorcar, then get motorbike. So, but we see other community with civic responsibility actually increase. So now a balance of how citizens then they respond for support them, picking them, for glad for them, because this is a really important time, and also then they meet government as well.
So, Mr. Minister, let me start for look at the first challenge we talk about. We get for do it. Picking and we go now some centers and but name not been there, the name not been there. At the end of the day, you still not allow them for seats. How, as a country, we reach to that situation, taking into consideration, before you sit in national primary school exam, then they give index number to people. How will you change that?
I think because we will think about data before being very different. Now, one of the activities then, if Corona been can will be for don't test in the Western area. Now that for don't do biometric for every picking where they take NPSE, we know they work with FCC for implements down there in the Western area. My goal now for doing nationally. And actually, for the annual school census this year, for senior secondary school, one of my objectives to my team then are for bring tablets to every senior secondary school so they get the data in real time. So we reached there because before we never been care about data, the camera will care about data today. and most of this being manual. And I say this time, electronic registration. So if you meet head teacher, we know we are una back this una machine business. If you not embrace her, it means say a likely for me speaking then.
But then picking away been sit so been get index number.
Yes. Also the thing about and the way the YX system they're working with the monitoring. If anomaly day, then they write and say what's not the anomaly, then they write what's not the observation. So every case, every exam candidate, whether it can get number, whether a name correct or not correct, whether all get information within the right and they use that during the reviews. So we get there because we now they think about think about data the way they think about data today, and not just the process. Hopefully in a year or two, this never happen again.
All right. Also, they continue for discuss some of the challenges then we, according to you, you'll be able to identify yesterday during the time when they're picking the ability to take the exam. There's this picture, I don't know if you don't see, I'm maybe broke out on the social media yesterday of a small boy where, according to the story, he can't get accidents on the way to the exam hall. He able to get first aid, but he being able to go sit down and take an exam. As a Minister of Education, you think, say, that action they be appropriate?
Firstly, I want to share me condolences to the family. We lost them Peking. There's nothing worse than you don't invest in your Peking at this moment. NPSE in a moment of celebration, really, for many people. Them, man, they get them best to best. New uniform, new, and you lost your Peking on that day. There's nothing worse than that. So, the mother we all, and a difficult story. There are different views about waiting that picture they represent, including in with senior management. So they talk about this. There are people we believe say this not an act of the act of determination. The fact that this picking being get for grieve na host anyway. The fact say waiting down be the facts, and then people then they focus on the determination and the resilience and the strength of the Peking and the support system. There are also other people with their views also valid. We say, look, the psychological impact of this, the impact of the other Peking within the classroom where they see them pumping get blood and bandage. The fact say this Peking in not able to make another consent, they in mind at this point traumatized, the person don't die, or two people actually I think die, and these are views of people and on either way. And
so with them views then, Mr. Minister, you think say it be appropriate for whoever the invigilator will be there at that time for allow another exam hall with all that the condition where it be there on?
I think if you think about this, if you try to empathize with the invigilator, with the person where they with the Peking, as in they make that decision they not get the privilege of hindsight. We'll get now for sit down and say, actually, this Peking I get continuous assessment. If you not been take the exam survey, the ministry go tell them go now the school we want to go. Actually, if this Peking the primary thing that will focus on in health at that point, for make sure say focus on the ecosystem. The decision makers at that point then they go with the fact say all things happen at the same time. The other picking the need for be safe, the adrenaline with it in the system, and so I don't think say a fearful judge then decisions in hindsight at this point. But what's me go get for say now that as a ministry we look at the impact of the transition exams. and the value and the intensity and the role where they play. The role where, first of all, every Peking guaranteed 9 years of basic education. And so for transition from primary to junior secondary, not just part, it really for the equivalent to you come up class 4 or class 5. So if not being you exam with it, you come up class 4 or class 5, if you not being for make that decision then you not for make the decision just because not class 6 exam. In terms of the learning outcomes. But the importance of the NPSE as a day-to-day, where we look at now that they determine which secondary school you go, and secondary school where you go, they determine so many things, is that the value where we've been done place on transition exams so big and so they're out of touch with what we want for more Peking and do, that people then they make decisions we necessarily not optimize for the overall well-being of the Peking then. And so moving into the future, one part the work the way we do at the ministry, and we just launched 2 framework. We get the basic education framework. We actually they focus on this, and then we get a civic education framework. What they do with NACSI, then some researcher then from Yale. We also they touch on this.
Well, I end that. Now I think we said we'll start the ball rolling in all of this for anything. You know, and according to what the minister himself been say, talk say plenty Peking and they where they not be even register, but they allow them for seat. So it begin to make I wonder why, because I know say where would they go sit NPSE when they get an index number. If you not get index number, you not go for seat because they're not going for trail things. Of course. But now they say plenty Peking and they will go seats. They not register. When mean say you not get index number, but you go sit, they write something for now.
So if somebody will not register as say is seat exam, you not get index number. How you feel say the examination council they track that picking the information for make you get results?
This is not the big question now. If not 2 exactly the minister they talk or you want for score goal, if not 2 then we will get problem at the end of the day with regards them plenty number as to where they talk. Some picking get for day and not get forget, you know.
Yeah, because I feel say that index number na identification number.
Yeah, now they make them track you.
Now they make track
and know the school come out and all. Okay. You know? Well, then go find where how they go do them. You know, but I find out say then village picking there so the one they will come out village for go sit. They really they stray, not until they really begin. It don't they happen. But you know say we politicians them get interest from thing where then they benefit from past the basic things that way people they forget like education, water and other things then?
Well, now the thing is where we always they talk where people they come out with the point finger at we say we a program that is supported by NPSE or NGC or any other opposition party. You know, we all know the flagship of this particular new direction, SLPP government, then base them on education.
Free and quality.
Free, not ordinary free, like quality. You understand? So, my people, as we all know, they campaign on this free education. But what we don't see now in the display, although yes, it happened before, but what we could talk right now, mainly na Indian campaign for. And when they can sit down, for the past 2 years now, they chase 3 years, now in no more with the no other thing that we call free education, picking and it's okay, it's fine. But how you tell me about free quality education, right? You don't make provisions for certain people. You know when they do something, you don't get for focus no more in the big towns them. Education and education. A president can come up from the village. A minister can come up from the village. And most of them ministers they come up from the village.
If you hear to one of the video them, somebody talks and I make some of we now they be the president and that is true. Most times. You know, but again, I got my own different idea on this, my opinion on this particular thing. In as much as just talks and not what they begin, it be non begin, and as well they talk about the agenda where they prioritize education, free and quality education. Yeah, but the minister, if we all listen to what the minister they talk, I think it make small sense back where he talks say when they create a center, they don't create center na side who say they not get more than 100 picking them, for example.
Yes, I agree with him, but I get my own view towards that statement in the back. Because if you as a minister say we want to make a center as what he measures, so okay, we agree. But what about election? when election they come, the least and smallest village box they go there for, make people they go vote for them.
Yes, I agree.
But when it comes to a center of examination about education,
then they make the picking
then they make the picking work at 15 to 20 miles. Mind you, when election can't reach no, my brother, if na village when are 2 people and they say box they go there. Yeah, so why you they tell me about center say na this or that, but election time you they try by all means for make you get the votes of the people.
It makes sense. It makes sense. But again, I get another point. If they create a center na all village and so, you find out that we go end up forget what we call plenty cheating during examination malpractice, because the one self way then the center then they secure the center then. For example, you will see one teacher cut out from a go na the winner, like for example NPSE winner just shading. Number 1, be a run commodity. So if that didn't happen, even the urban areas, they about the villages them where they're not able for monitor that way, then they go pass mark. They go really pass mark.
Well, I agree with you, Ali, but in other way, I no one agree with you.
Okay.
Wetin make I no one agree with you? Yes, if we get beaucoup centers them, examination malpractices then the beaucoup. But look at this other way. In any center where exam they take place, you get invigilators there, right?
Yeah.
Who side they come out?
Now the WAEC.
Now WAEC they send them. So if a teacher they come inside, they can't show the picking them. You don't feel say now what they get with the post where they send for can supervisor exam day.
Well, basically, like for example, NPSE, the schools themselves and the go city center them can provide them teachers them. You understand them?
Yes, I know.
So the primary schools them can lobby, remember that parliament word, lobby around some of them teachers there, so they give them small thing where they make them can whisper and the picking they yes them. It can happen.
It can happen, but you as a supervisor, they don't send you say, Ali, you can't supervise Justin, but this work what they do. You know one thing but we Sierra Leoneans them, this coat and tie can make they feel one kind of way we not understand.
I think so waiting missing a motivation. Why I cannot motivate even the one they mark.
Good, these are the problem.
They motivate. Sometimes the person cannot mark in examination paper done. You know, for let them even pay money. Go take so till the next exam they come before they pay them back.
Well, here comes the problem.
Then invigilator them. Then when they mark the papers, they always defense side forget their own.
Well, it's not the problem. So an officer get something for do the center then, because if even you get a smaller center, then
you know this one, now coordinated effort.
Yeah, maybe the minister be just the fair way for make he get an excuse over that particular topic day.
Well, I hope say government them, you know, even after this they will take education very serious and then will know how best they will able for make sure say they picking them be priority to them. Because if you not prioritize any village when it comes to election, we need for prioritize all village when it comes to external exam. I think it makes sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. But what do you think about this particular thing will happen? You know, if it not they happen, yeah. Now with the see them they happen now. You know, say social media don't take a U-turn now. Everybody they snap a video now. So, but now they say so they talk about now this program begin, and now this government they begin with. So again for continuous every other program, every other government. So we will continue for the talk and make sure say things then go well now we are. But one time in the way we get a song where we do, where we say, if we hurt you, we sorry. Remember that day, let me play them back because we know say certain people are not still happy with we. No, they play them and they come back just now.
If we hurt you, we sorry. We really sorry. We no mean bad though. We just want for make we go before.
We honest about that.
If we hurt you, we sorry. We no mean bad though. We just want for make we go before.
Think about that.
Come on. When we praise government, they're always right to we. When we hate on them, they're all the twist.
That's not part to pick your life.
We hurt you, we sorry.
Oh, no.
We no mean bad. We just want for make we go before. Come on.
Yeah, man.
If we hurt you, we sorry.
We really sorry, yeah.
We no mean bad. We just want for make we go before.
You remember we tell now say you know the part of the program. the chief minister inside one small gathering talk say if they give money for the project, you use 99%, you take the 1%, you put in your pocket, what's the problem, anything? What do you think? Let you comment down for we, yeah? At least we are able for no waiting with the thing. But before we go inside the other issue and this chief minister, I want to go through some of the comments where been coming inside the last time before we go to the main one. What do you think, Justin?
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Okay, these are some of the messages them we come inside from we last week program. This one from Abbas, this other one from Komba James, this other one again from Komba James. So you get Marian, Millicent Kuguma, you get Suzella Kamara, you get Grace McFoy again, you get Joe Fofana. Inside Joe Fofana you get somebody in named in Arabic when himself reply to Joe Fofana. Then you get Kebi Conte, you get Z Kamara, again, Z Kamara, then you get Musu Conte, Michael Conte, Musu Conte. Out of this you get two people that will reply, Ahmed Tijan reply to Tutem. Then you get Fatmata Sise, you get Kabo Sise, you get Lady Awakagbo, you get Sama Kuma, you get Michael Kalbo, you get Abdul Emmanuel, where Albanks reply to. You get Abdul Emmanuel and Sumana, you get Miss Salma, you get Justin Dumb, you get Michael Kalbo, Alimami Fona, and Gloria Grichlo. Well, I'm sorry, Gloria, you will make me know how to pronounce your name very well, but already we see now Grichlo. I don't know if that's the right way, forgive me for that. But now the people in this way left comments for we. Last week we were for telling on plenty. Thank you. We appreciate you now all. We send on our comments for we. God bless you now all. And we hope now will continue for the left on our comments below. Now we'll go to the main issue of the day. First of all, Chief Minister put use 99 and put one in your pocket. That's a good thing. Good thing. At least you not use all.
Well, one thing but we had, I don't know, but some of them folks here who gets now we had, we always they push front for represent we and rule we. You know, salon money can make, then can trauma sometimes. You know, when money don't boku per person, especially when somebody been there, you know, see that kind of money they eat. And the trauma in the way, you know, they even know it for talk. You see that time people are like Chief Minister, if not any Western world a day, you understand, it's either the president sack him or after the statement, he look and reason, he resign from the job. Because the statement where Chief Minister talks to, now inciting statement that one day, you understand? You as a Chief Minister, to start with, the salon people enforce get problem with in corrupt business. This same man here don't thief money where Francis Ben Kelfala, where Sidom na anti-corruption, right? He look am if free, but mind you, poor teachers them. Then do something according to what they say, then go put in a quantity, end card pan them and cuff them. This same Chief Minister don't do plenty things them. Now we had. Then they left her, he go free, rest don't come, he don't take her, he put her na in pocket. Money, he take her, he put her in account. If this same man, they can incite Sierra Leoneans and this kind of way say, if they give you job, use the 99%, the 1%, you put in their pocket, not a problem. Now a responsible statement down there from you as a role model?
They on the answer, Justin, man. Chief Minister, you talk good or you talk bad? And also you get different view into that, ain't it? Left a comment down, now we comment section. We go also glad for hearing from you. During the campaign time, people been say, from where the caretaker, you know, come out as head of state, you know, na salon on the NPSE, you know, ever work. But the caretaker don't prove salon people are wrong. Caretaker say, inside one discussion with Bill Gates, the people see why they can't waiting, and the Minister of Basic Education, now also be morning now also be moderate that discussion between caretaker and Bill Gates. Let me listen. Short one no more. Waiting caretaker been talk. Where Ian Bill Gates been sit down. When come back just now.
My mother could not read or write, but she understood several years ago that developing the human capital is the most important assignment she had in order to make a change in this world. So she kept me in school, and I did my primary school and secondary school in Sierra Leone. I was fortunate to come to the United States, where I did my first and second degrees. And I said to myself, I'm going to change Sierra Leone. I started first with a business, and I ended up just employing 1,000 people. I said, this is not enough. This is not what I want to do. I have earned my degrees in one of the best countries in the world. I have to change Sierra Leone. The audacity that I wanted to do, I could not do as a businessman. So I decided again to try politics.
Voila.
Una we been say the caretaker no ki do left pound now. Caretaker say he employ you 1,000 people.
You know, it bad for tell big man say he did lie.
No.
You understand?
No.
But we want to put another respectable way. Caretaker is chap.
See, once it don't come and caretaker in work, una no go ever agree.
Caretaker chap.
And not every say work, we say employ 1,000 people them.
No, but you no go doubt. You know, so until then day, Kondo self the first die on top country. You understand?
Why?
Why make I give the proverb? You know Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates employ
plenty people there. So
over, yeah.
At least if here we caretaker sit down, for the caretaker himself not left behind. I believe say that make he borrow that word say he employ that fake employee talk. Now borrow just borrow the word from people them we don't do in talk and for make it cover his shame in front of Bill Gates.
No, Justin, I not agree. Let's talk to Naya. Me all ten I can talk to. Buya, you sabi the office where caretaker be open where you.
No ask again. You cut me off, you say you dey talk.
Yeah.
Justin,
I'm not talking to you.
No ask again. I feel say you can't tell me the office where caretaker employ more they 1,000 people
I'll tell you, I sabi the office name. But wait, someone Justin lucky is quick. Yeah, you sabi the office where caretaker be open. No. You sabi the factory who say caretaker be employ 1,000 people then. Who say they? No, na salon No, who say? Ghana? Okay. Alright. Now 1,000 people then I be employed. Now who say they? America?
Na 0,000.
But just in here even.
Na 0,000. Before they ask people that question before say caretaker, the office who say they or waiting. Person wey no work for good 20 years, how and where he dey able employ even one single person?
No, but wait.
How?
For let the person work and for let him create office where he go employ people in are two different things.
And then when you create the office, you dey work. Because you don't create a office, not a work. Right? Not a job. You self there inside the job with the one the way they employ.
Inside one documentary where they call Julius Maada Bio documentary, inside they talk about a whole life from when they born you know how he struggle for go primary, how his sister pay for a route and a school, this and that, till he become president. Now in this documentary talk about. When I go find on YouTube, a name Julius Maada Bio documentary. They don't ever tell you about say I work. Yes, he tell me say work, but as a military officer. He never tell me say work inside or out of salon or that job. He never tell me say he creates job. Because I don't say that in the all a good thing and the way enough for left there. They talk about a degree. Do I want Fatima, a wife, where even they talk about lights na boy and Kenema, he say he no go use in personal money where they work for. Na London, yeah, or UK for can give people a light. He talk he make most of him work, eh?
Of course.
But one day caretaker not talk about that day. Why caretaker for go sit down to with Bill Gates and talk say he employ 1,000 people then? If caretaker Kids, you don't before Bill Gates, he talk say employ 1,000 people then. When he go down talk to them diplomats then. When he go down talk now other meeting them way na closed door. I see where the minister of education when in saying where they watch out when they say even I employ 1,000 people them as say you know.
No, but the minister said no say caretaker don't charge.
Minister. Anyway, caretaker, I go like follow you tell me who say the office day. But I tell you, no say caretaker cable for register any office about data. Na the rule.
Wetin be say caretaker not able to or wetin not capable of doing.
But to say this office day now we employ 1,000 people.
If caretaker capable of go chaplain kind chapia in front of Bill Gates, if we register any company right now saying na so dem backdate am. Impossible. But no more with the people of Sierra Leone, we know say any documents we come up right now saying na the office this or na the company this way caretaker be own, we don't say na lie.
Oh, sometimes that farm who say first lady can go plant where they go ride that beach rally.
Farm where they don't even send seed it.
No, they don't send seed anything they don't begin go there.
I didn't forget.
Well, who say this office there now?
No, not full way. We don't tire for a una the weekend una the fully back.
No wait, so sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you get office big company in Ghana. You don't know.
Me, I dey tell you say the caretaker wey me know, and in WEF wey me know, right? Wey be say in like attention, there is no way wey caretaker forget a company or any other thing where they generate money. You understand? Where in WEF no they come out and talk. You know that na Madam First Lady. You know her.
Yeah, tell me say like attention.
And I was say like attention. That way he talk, people they get attention. He like that. So now that kind of person in man they get any something where they develop, where they employ people the way you know for don't talk no before this time. You think so?
No, I not still agree. I believe caretaker. Yeah, when I left alone for our comment section. Who's like caretaker be the whole? It say employ 1,000 people.
And I said to myself, I'm going to change Sierra Leone. I started first with the business, and I ended up just employing 1,000 people. I said, this is not enough. This is not what I want to do. I have earned my degrees in one of the best countries in the world. I have to change Sierra Leone. The audacity that I wanted to do, I could not do as a businessman. So I decided again to try politics. It was quite difficult. You can't do politics without money, and I didn't have it. So the capital for politics anywhere in the world is the people.
Most companies, you sabi, most of them are not snapping, sabi them thing, and so now tell you in the comment section, yeah. People appreciate, we're glad for your for Muna. I think we just got with a small and 2 years so for people.
Anyway, the people them, now that's why I will get for now today. And I believe say, how they know the blow, now so we say know the blow. Before they sit down back, the next program, other new one and they come up. So una who subscribers them, we appreciate una, we love una, we deal with una, as well the way we una deal with we. Una will not subscribe it, we still call on una. This program na for una. If not for una, we sit down and talk. We just dey notice una things them where then they put on that table, they wear inside carpets for make una no know. But we dey go and peep for pool and can tell una wetin dey happen. Well, I think say na that for today. But mind you, we always dey remind una of the season where we get right now we had. As una all know, we all know, rains dey heavy, but we always dey pray, may God protect we from the things that will be don't happen, may they not happen again. But again, for make God help we get for help yourself. How? When you see rain dark, stand by. You know now waiting for do. If you feel say water they disturb your side, go to your neighbor, go there for stay after the rain, you come back. If you get high table, go on top there, you did it till the rain, wait on you calm down. Right? So you dey help yourself how God want help you. Do ya? Let we keep off from problems. Let we stay with peace until we meet again at the next program. Me na Usman Justin. I love you all.
And one more thing, left of to dot in a gutter where you see small rain. That's all they make it difficult for other people them. You go pull dot inside your place, put on a gutter, say don't go, boy. You go disturb other people them, and it even make life loss. Waiting, how you go feel if you notice that you dot where you pull now, you host, you go to where a gutter and make other person die. You know go feel fine anything. So do ya please, una make sure say una stay away from problem. Yeah? Until we meet again, my name na Aliyu. God bless we all. Justin, as this evidence pass you.
Me na Chief Minister. Well, I don't see money. The guy who have the bogus, you have the good audition.
I know, as evidence pass you.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. For make we go able for grow fast and pass this number, all wetin you can do for help, come up outside these 3 dots there, you press there, then the first one you see na share, you press am. Then you go get option for share am na WhatsApp, Facebook, na your messenger or any other social media platform where you dey. So people them go come and join we na we channel. So more people go get to understand wetin dey happen inside salon and the kind work we dey do. Thank you for your help for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.